Where has Han Xiangshuan gone? It had been some time since the Inn of No Longing was burned down. Today was the anniversary of Han Xiangshuan's younger brother's death. In previous years, she would always bring offerings to visit him by the pear tree at the inn. The drizzling rain of late spring lingered on, dampening the bluestone path of the desolate cemetery on the outskirts of town. That night, Han Xiangshuan and Tian Bushu came to the brothers' tomb together. "Elder sisters here to see you," Han Xiangshuan said as she and Tian Bushu poured 2 jars of tears of the departed beside the tomb. "Ordinarily, 2 jars would be too much for someone your age, but I suppose you've grown into an adult over there. Come, taste your elder sister's craftsmanship." The night was dark and windy, with rain threads swirling in the gusts. Suddenly, they heard a rustle in the treetops. A black figure darted among the branches. Han Xiangshuan and Tian Bushu exchanged a glance and looked up. Tian Bushu called out loudly, "Who goes there?" The shadow cleared its throat. "It's me, the famous old cat monkey of the Inn of No Longing, bold Aunt Han, bold Uncle Tian. How dare you leave a 16-year-old boy alone at the inn and run off to enjoy yourselves?" Han Xiangshuan tutted. "Oh, what wind blew our young master up into a tree?" The young master jumped down from the branches, his foot landing on the bluestone path with a stumble. Han Xiangshuan reached out to help him, but he drew the nameless sword and flusteredly unleashed a move retreat with grace. Using the sword's momentum, he steadied himself. "Always talking about roaming the martial arts world, yet you struggle to get down from a tree," Han Xiangshuan teased. "You even had to use Jiang Wulong's retreat with grace to save face. Uve thoroughly embarrassed your Uncle Jiang." The young master scratched the back of his head. "Aunt Han, you're finally back. I knew you'd come to sweep the tomb today." His eyes fell on Tian Bushu's feminine attire, and he blurted out, "Uncle Tian, why are you dressed like this? Say, you actually look quite nice. To be honest, I've always thought you had potential to be a cross-dressing expert. This child has always been fashion blind." Han Xiangshuan laughed. "Your Uncle Tian is a woman. She only disguised herself as a man at the Living Man's clinic to lay low. Didn't you notice her beard never grew? Or that she always smelled nice?" "Oh, right." The young master nodded. "Aunt Han, Uncle Tian, let's go home and talk. I've rebuilt the Inn of No Longing, we saw," Tian Bushu said with a grin. "Good job, you rascal. We dropped by the inn this afternoon. The food was tasteless, the wine was bland, and the decor had no taste, but otherwise, it's not bad." "Huh? Is there nothing good about the inn I rebuilt?" "Well," Han Xiangshuan conceded, "that girl at the inn is nice, the one wearing the green cat ear hat." "Oh, you mean Ying? She's really clever." "Ying? Ying as in perfection," Han Xiangshuan mused. "Sure enough, she's young Master Dongqiu, isn't she?" "Aunt Han, your eyes are sharp. How did you figure it out?" "Simple," Han Xiangshuan said. "I saw her handwriting at the inn today. The brush strokes had a familiar agility. After the Inn of No Longing burned down, young Master Dongqiu sent me a letter inviting me to a meeting in Kaifeng. That cat-like handwriting is identical." "Your writing is quite cat-like," the young master agreed. "And she always likes playing with 3 little mice. By the way, Aunt Han, Uncle Tian, and Uncle Jiang, when are you coming back? Where are you now? I could visit you often." "Tian Bushu and I are traveling along the Yellow River these days," Han Xiangshuan explained. "We're burying the dead along the banks, inviting eminent monks to transcend their souls, and healing the sick. We're also asking around about the embroidery gold pavilion and Qianye. You haven't forgotten the revenge for Hongxian and Yidao, have you?" "Of course not," the young master replied. "Aunt Han, you're also looking for Hero Chu, aren't you? Brother Yidao said he fell into the Yellow River, so you're following the river to find him, right?" "Something like that," Han Xiangshuan sighed. "I need closure after 16 years of waiting. But Don T come looking for us, we re-nomads. When we have solid leads, we'll call you to wipe out the embroidery gold pavilion, including your Uncle Jiang." "My Uncle Jiang? How is he? Have you heard from him?" "You rascal, you're quite eager," Tian Bushu chuckled. Han Xiangshuan sighed softly. "No way. Uncle Jiang is so skilled in martial arts. Could it be that the boy actually cares about his Uncle Jiang?" Han Xiangshuan teased. "It's not just him. I care about you too. Aunt Han, may you live a long life. And Uncle Tian, may you always be healthy. As for Uncle Jiang, he's been missing for years, abandoned me first, and made me miss him every day. I wish him an early marriage, a short life, and to abandon his venture halfway and perish prematurely. You child. Han Xiangshuan laughed. When I made you memorize Chu Shibiao back then, you couldn't do it for the life of you. Turns out you only remembered that line to curse your Uncle Jiang. Tian Bushu smiled softly. Your Aunt Han is teasing you. We met him by the yellow river covered in blood, drinking alone at dusk as the sun set. The area was littered with the bodies of Embroidery Gold Pavilion members. At first, we thought he was seriously injured, but then he suddenly took off his clothes and threw them into the river to wash. He wasn't hurt at all. He did lose a few hairs, though, Han Xiangshuan added. And there are fine lines around his eyes. He's finally getting older. The young master let out a sigh of relief. I knew Uncle Jiang would be okay. I am going to practice the nameless heart method. Diligently I must reach the 6th realm and become a hero like Uncle Jiang and Brother Yidao. Aunt Han, Uncle Tian, it is getting late and the wind is cold. Shall we head back to the Inn of No Longing first? No, Han Xiangshuan said gently. The Inn of No Longing holds too many memories. We'd rather not dwell on the past. Tian Bushu, let's go. So soon? Blame this lousy game's writers. Han Xiangshuan complained. They turned Qinghe, once a peaceful town, into a purgatory of memories and a meat grinder of tender feelings. The moment we stepped foot here, our hearts felt heavy and suffocated. Still, Tian Bushu added, we sewed you some new clothes. They upstairs at the Living Man's clinic. You still wearing that old outfit, with frayed hems not at all like the young master who rebuilt the inn. Thank you, Aunt Han, Uncle Tian. The young master beamed. You right, I don't have new clothes because the writers want to give me the 8-tone acupoints. It's all their fault. Let me walk you out. Walk us out. Han Xiangshuan raised an eyebrow. I wonder if your footwork is good enough to keep up. Before she finished speaking, she and Tian Bushu leaped into the air, their figures darting past the Taiping bell tower like swans. By the time the young master activated his lightness skill, the two had already vanished beyond Qinghe's borders. He landed with a heavy thud. Aunt Han's martial arts are truly unfathomable.